Hello everyone, and welcome to the second video that looks at Padlet, which is a very useful tool from the digital toolkit. And basically we left off last time at this point, so I'm going to now continue with actually creating a wall, which is of course what Padlet was made for. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go into my new wall which I've created, and at the moment it's essentially a blank canvas. So people can post comments on here, they can put images, useful links, videos, and I suppose really it's like a pin board or a cork board where you can put your images and videos. Except the videos obviously, which would be very difficult to pin onto a cork board, but we'll take that as a new special feature, I suppose. So then, here is my wall. It's ready. Start posting. Double click anywhere to post. Or modify the wall, which is what we're here to do in this video today. Now, these icons here, you probably won't need to use all that much, but they're pretty self-explanatory. The ones I'm going to have a quick look at now is Get Help. That's a really useful one, because it is very simple to set this up. It really is very simple. But you know, if you do need a bit of help here on how to read comments on there, maybe making them bigger, writing, how to actually comment on the wall, put a post up, using some basic formatting techniques here, adding videos and images, which I'll assume you want to do. It's all in that section there. So that's the help. If you need to use that at any time, no problem, go through and have a look at it. It's really quite useful. The next thing then, we're going to modify the wall. Now, in this video, I'm not really going to go through lots of ideas that maybe you could use, probably because I haven't got any. But you know, just I'm going to go through actually using Padlet itself and how to create a wall so that you can get people starting to use it in your classes and maybe try and use it for yourself. So first thing we're going to look at is modify wall. And what we can do here is we can give our wall a title, which is really useful. So I'm going to use this example where I would use this with my Year 11 ICT class. So I'm going to call it 11C ICT. So they know every time they come onto the wall, this is for them. They can post whatever they want. And I can also give a description. So I could say everything ICT. And I've done it in reverse caps, which is always annoying, but I shall go back through. There we go, everything ICT, and that comes up there on top of the board. I can add a photo. It's always quite nice if you really want to get a relevant photo of some sort, but in this case you can just choose from one of these options, or you can choose your own. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, the link address is where you link this image to a website. Okay, so the image is actually linked to a website and it will draw that from the internet. However, I think it's a bit easier to use one of these two options here. So there's the webcam option. I obviously haven't got one at the moment installed onto the computer, but I would be able to. If I did, it would let me take a picture of whatever, and I could then upload that and use it as my image over here. Another one here is upload a file, and this could be from the shared area or from your hard drive, your USB stick, wherever. But I'm going to click here and I'm going to find an image of me. I double click on me, and obviously the bigger the image, the longer it will take to upload. But this is just one that I took off my iPhone, sent it in an email to my Gmail account, downloaded the attachment and put it in as an image. Well worth the time, I think you'll agree. So I'm going to submit that now, and my image changes to that, but obviously that could be anything that's relevant to your topic. So then the next thing, I'm going to go to wallpaper. Now wallpaper is simply to put an image or something in the background. I mean, it makes perfectly logical sense. You can add your own in the same way that we did with the image over here for the profile, but essentially you can just choose through these themes, and I'm going to choose blueprint. One of the other things you can do is layout, which is you can have freeform where the comments and posts that people make appear randomly and they can move them around the screen, or you can have it in a stream where it literally just moves down the page, and you can read it like that and scroll down through it. But I'm going to keep it as free form. Now, privacy is important here because obviously we need to make sure that, because we're using this for a school purpose, that we're not going to get anybody who we don't want onto these walls other than the students and ourselves. So private is a really good one because it means I have to specifically give them in an email the link to this site. So they won't be able to, nobody else will be able to get on there unless they've been sent the link. Password protect is another really useful way. So obviously anybody that you allow to use the wall, you give them a password beforehand so that when they try to access it from home or in school, they just use the password, which is a good way to do it. Hidden link simply means that this wall can't be found through searches on the internet. And totally public means everybody can see it. So I'd pretty much really avoid these two ideally. But private and password protect are very good ways. Private is probably the best. Another thing you can do is moderate posts. So for all those little darlings that like posting and commenting on things which maybe they shouldn't, or saying things they shouldn't, we can just deny them the ability to be able to do that. So that's the privacy. Notifications, I would like every day to be sent an email to let me know who's posted on the wall. Brilliant. That's great, because I always want to know if people are posting on this so I can maybe reply, comment back. That's really useful. And I think that also works for anybody that's on the wall. So anybody that's on the wall can get a notification. Address. Now this is really good because if I guide your attention up here to the URL bar, or the web address bar, you can see that at the moment I've got a bit of a long URL here. So it's padlet.com/wall/VEGN36JY9C. Now it doesn't necessarily roll off the tongue, and now I'd be very hard pressed to remember that if somebody asked me on the spot what the address was in a class. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down to here and I'm going to pick a padlet.com address. Now you will find that sometimes the one you want isn't necessarily available, but what I'm going to do here, because this is for my 11 ICT class, I'm going to type in, and remember this is a web address, so no spaces, capitals, or any special characters like hyphens, question marks, anything like that, commas, okay? We're just going to put in here 11C ICT. And then it says it's available, brilliant, so I'll pick it. And you'll notice up here now that it's actually changed to the one that I wanted. Okay. So there we have it really. The only other thing that's left to show is how to delete it. So you can click on delete there. You could say yes, delete it, or no for not to delete it. Okay, but you can see it's a really simple interface, really easy to use, and hopefully in the next video now I'll get you commenting and posting things on there, and that'll be really useful. Thank you very much.